No, we get along with India very well, but India has, you have to understand, for many years it was a one-sided relationship. Only now, since I came along, and because of the power that we have with tariffs, India was charging us tremendous tariffs, about the highest in the world. They were about the highest in the world, number one. And we therefore weren't doing much business with India, but they were doing business with us because we weren't charging them. Foolishly, we weren't charging them.
The United States and India share one of the world's most important trade relationships, but tariffs remain at the heart of constant friction. US President Donald Trump reignited the debate, claiming that while America gets along with India very well, the trade relationship has been one-sided for years. Trump said New Delhi imposed what he called tremendous tariffs on American products, describing them as some of the highest in the world. In his remarks at the White House, Trump went further saying, "India, like China and Brazil, kills us with tariffs." According to him, India has now offered no tariffs in response to US pressure. Trump stressed that tariffs are a tool of strength, claiming he understands them better than anyone else. He said without US tariffs, India would never have considered lowering duties.
Reducing the tariffs on India from 50%.
What does that mean?
Are you considering taking away some of the tariffs that you've imposed on India? You had posted.
No, we get along with India very well, but India has, you have to understand, for many years it was a one-sided relationship. Only now, since I came along, and because of the power that we have with tariffs, India was charging us tremendous tariffs, about the highest in the world. They were about the highest in the world, number one. And we therefore weren't doing much business with India, but they were doing business with us because we weren't charging them. Foolishly, we weren't charging them. So they would send in massive, everything they made, they'd send it in, pour it into our country. Therefore, it wouldn't be made here, which is a negative. But we would not send in anything because they were charging us 100% tariffs. And, I'll give you an example, Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson couldn't sell into India. There was a 200% tariff on a motorcycle. So what happens? Harley Davidson went to India and built a motorcycle plant. And now they don't have to pay tariffs. Same thing as us. So what we're doing is literally thousands of companies are coming into the U.S., car companies, AI, but, more traditionally car companies. We have so many car company factories under construction or being designed right now. And they're coming from China, they're coming from Mexico, I must tell you, and they're coming from Canada, a lot of them coming from Canada. But they're coming into our country because they want to build here. And they want to build here for two reasons. Number one, they'd like to be here. And number two, the tariffs are protecting them. And number three, they want to avoid paying tariffs. When they build their cars here, they don't have any tariffs to pay. When you build here, you don't have any tariffs.
But the comments come amid a legal setback. A US federal appeals court recently ruled that many of Trump's global tariffs were illegal. Trump dismissed the ruling, alleging it was influenced by foreign governments taking advantage of America. India, meanwhile, has described the US tariffs as unjustified and unreasonable, especially on products like steel, aluminum, and energy imports such as Russian oil. New Delhi has asserted it will take all necessary measures to protect its national interests and economic security.
सरसों, मूंगफली, सभी का उत्पादन रिकॉर्ड स्तर पर बढ़ा है। साथियों, हमारे लिए अपने किसानों का हित सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता है। भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं, व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। मेरे देश के किसानों के लिए, मेरे देश के मछुआरों के लिए, मेरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए आज भारत तैयार है।
Despite these tensions, trade between the two nations continues to grow. In the fiscal year 2024 to 2025, bilateral goods trade stood at nearly $132 billion, with US exports at $86.5 billion and imports from India at $45.3 billion. For now, both sides face the challenge of balancing strong strategic ties with tough economic negotiations, and tariffs remain the sticking point.